75 minus half thickness multiplied by thickness. So, 75 minus half thickness multiplied by thickness will be 561 millimeter square. Then value of K is given as 3 A1 over 3 A1 plus A2, which is comes out 0.77. Then net area will be A1 plus A2 K. So, the net area is come out to be 1059.97 millimeter square. Then the strength of the Indian standard angle is area of the member into 150, which is the permissible tensile stress. So, it will be 158.99 kilo Newton. So, this was the example when we have single angle. Now, we have another example, that is when we have two Indian standard angles. There are two cases when both angle, first case is when both angles are placed on the same side of a gusset plate, that is they are forming a T. So, the size of angle is 125 into 75 into 8. So, this length is 125 and this is 75. So, this is the plan. Then the nominal dia of a rivet is 20, gross dia will be 21.5 mm. As you know, in this case net area is also given as A1 plus A2 K, but in this case K1 is given as 5 A1 over 5 A1 plus A2. As you have seen, in single angle we have used here 3, but in this case we will use 5. Rest case is same. A1 will be area of connected leg. So, connected leg length is 125 minus D minus half T. So, you must remember it is always given as length of the leg minus D minus half T multiplied by thickness of the leg. And here we will use 2 as we have two angles, and A2 is the length area of the outstanding leg. So, it will be length minus half thickness multiplied by thickness of leg. In this case, we will not deduct D as this is outstanding leg, because this is connected leg and this is outstanding leg. Here again we will use 2 as we have two members. So, after calculating A1 and A2, we will calculate K. Then net area will be given as A1 plus A2 K, and then strength of the member will be net area into permissible tensile stress, which will be 387.9 kilo Newton. Let us take the similar example of single angle. Difference is that when we have the connections by welding, that is we are not using rivet, then you can see the case will be similar, but difference will be lie in the calculation of area of connected leg. That is when in this case we will not deduct D, because in this case we have not make any hole. So, in this case A1 will be length of the member minus half thickness into thickness of the member. That is we will not deduct the dia of the rivet as there is no riveting. So, A2 will be same, length of the outstanding leg minus half thickness into thickness. Then K will be 3A1 plus A2, as in single angle the K is given as 3A1 over 3A1 plus A2. Then net area will be A1 plus A2 K, and strength of the member will be net area into 150 megapascal, which is will be 175.59 kilo Newton. So, you can see The numerical is very simple. You have to simple remember the different formula to calculate the net area. We have only 4 to 5 formulas. First for plate, second for single angle, third for double angle, in which we have two cases. So, the next case, when the double angles are placed on the both side of a gusset plate. So, we have two angles of size 125 into 75 into 8. These are placed on the both side of a gusset plate. In this case, the net effective area is simply given as gross area minus deduction for rivet hole. The gross area of the member you can take from the steel tables. It will be 15.38 centimeter square. Area in steel table is given as in centimeter square. So, it is converted into millimeter square. It will be 1538 millimeter square. So, area of one member is 1.538 millimeter square and the area of one hole is D into T. So, the gross area minus reduction of rivet hole and then it is multiplied by 2 as we have 2 rivets. So, in this case the net area is simply calculated by deducting the area of rivet hole from the gross area of the member. So, strength of the member will be gross area into permissible tensile stress. Let us take the last example of a T section. As you have seen, this case is similar to the two angles when these are placed on the same side of a gusset plate. In this case, you have to taken the properties of a T member from the steel table, that is thickness of web, thickness of flange and width of flange, and overall height is given 75. Then the formula will be A1 plus A2 K and K will be 5 A1 over 5 A1 plus A2, because two angles or T when these are placed on the same side of a gusset plates, net area is given as A1 plus A2 K. Then A1 will be width of flange minus ND into thickness of flange, as width of flange is 150 and so thickness width of flange is 150, as we have two rivets. So, overall length will be deducted by 2 dia. So, length will be 150 minus 2 d and multiplied by thickness of flange, 150 minus 2 d into 9, and then A2 gross area of web will be length of the member up to this point. So, it will be 75 minus thickness of flange, then this length is multiplied by the thickness of web. So, length will be 75 minus 9, length overall height minus thickness of flange. So, it is the length of web, then it is multiplied by thickness of web. Then K will be 5 A1 over 5 A1 plus A2. So, it will be 0.897, then will be 8.97. Then the net sectional area will be A1 plus A2 K, that is 1460.29 mm square. Then the strength of the member is net area into permissible tensile stress, which is equal to 219.04 kilo Newton. So, you have seen that the problem is very simple if you know the different formula to calculate the net area of the members. In tension member, there are two type of question. First, to calculate the strength of the tension member. Second is to design the tension member. When you have to calculate the strength of tension member, then you are given the section of member, type of member. Then you have to calculate net area and simply multiply the net area by permissible tensile stress. But when you have to design the tension member, then you have to select the member. You have to select the section from the steel table. You have to given the strength. That is load acting on the member is given. Then load is divided by the permissible tensile stress to get the net sectional area. That is, in this case we will calculate net sectional area, and according to net sectional area we will select the member from the steel table. So, today we have discussed the only problem relating to calculate the strength of the tension member. Next time we will design the tension member. So, conclusion is that today we have discussed what is tension member. Tension member is simply is that member in which there are direct tensile stresses. And what sections are used as tension member? As you have seen, there are various sections, for example, flats, I bar, single angle, double angles or channel. Then main question lies with the strength of tension member, which is given by a simple formula, that is net area of the member multiplied by permissible tensile stress. So, then we have to calculate the different formula for net effective area for different sections. So, then we have to see the some problem, so that we can understand these formulas to calculate the net area of the members. So, net area of the member is very important. One thing is that in this case we always calculate the net area, because in this case we always consider that hole is not completely filled with by rivet. But in compression member, it is considered as hole is completely filled by rivet. So, in that case we take the gross area. So, you technically must know what is the difference. In tension member we always take net area, not gross area, when you have to design the member. So, but in compression member we always take the gross area direct. So, in this case we have calculate the net area, then by increase the gross area we can choose the member from the steel table. So, today we have discussed only the tension member and strength of the tension members, how it is calculated as. So, thank you very much.